Do you relate well to being spiritual and not religious? Are you looking to transform your life to have greater purpose and experience more joy and abundance? If you are, you've come to the right place. Welcome. I'm Neil Pinkman, the Spiritual Director for the Center for Spiritual Living, North Jersey. Over the past 2 decades, our open and affirming, diverse community has helped countless people in the same way. Enjoy watching. If you like what you see, check us out at cslnj.org.
Last one. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, there's the energy. All right, we're going to rise up and walk with God this morning and every morning. So I invite you, even at home, get up out of your seats. Let the blood move through your body. Here we go. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Welcome. I want to welcome everyone to the Center for Spiritual Living, North Jersey. Those who are here in the room, those who are in Zoom in. Hey, Zoomies. Yes, I would like to thank the fabulous Reverend Donnelly for hosting our Science of Mind Everyday Sunday this morning. And quickly before I do the greeting, I want to remind you that today is our annual meeting. So there are packet materials at the front, and if you would fill out your pledge forms, fold them and put them in the bowl in advance, like not wait till the meeting starts. That would be super awesome. And so I want to welcome you again. But, you know, even though we have said this little paragraph more than 1,000 times in the last 23 years, in this moment, it is if you think about the words that we are saying, it is very, very important for what is going on in this world right now. So let's think about, as we are saying, we are an open and affirming Science of Mind community, where the vibration of love lifts you, the wisdom of the ages inspires you, and the science of mind teaching empowers you. We believe that heaven and hell are states of consciousness that we experience in this lifetime, and that you are the architect of your life, and it is never too late to know true happiness. So I believe we have a song.
We do. So as always, you may begin by closing your eyes and letting the words just wash over you. But you may also want to get up and move. But we invite you also to sing along. So remember, the words are, it's love, that is the faith. It is love that is the trust. It is love that is the knowing. It is love that is the prayer. It is love that is the light. It is love that is the knowing. Have some love. Here we go. It's love. It's love. Faith. That is the faith. Trust. That is the trust. Knowing. That is the have some love, 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 have some love. It's love. It's love, faith. That is the faith. Trust. That is the trust. Knowing. That is the knowing. It's love. It's love. That is the prayer. That is the prayer. That is the light. That is the light. That is the knowing.
Love indeed. And as Ty and the choir sing those words, I could not help but notice the banner behind them with love as the top of our CSL&J values. Thinking and knowing that love, divine love, is our nature. For it is the nature of the thing itself. It is divine love. It is divine consciousness. It is divine life, divine light, divine energy that is the source of all. That source, that which creates all in and out of itself. And that nothing exists outside of this one. All of our part of it. And there cannot be anything outside of it. Despite any appearance, all of life is contained within this one divine love, this one divine light. And though things may seem to appear different, to show up in appearance as different, to show up as injustice, as darkness, It is simply a reflection of misguided thought. For the underlying consciousness is light, and light knows nothing of darkness. And so we come here together to celebrate our light, to let our light radiate, to let our light shine through, to make this world brighter, to let light illuminate, to let light cast out the darkness, to let light allow the truth to shine through. And so I bless this day. I bless the light that we all are. I bless the light that we are all a part of. I bless the light that does the work through us, as us. And I call this very, very good. And in loving gratitude for this and so much more, I surrender this word into law. And so it is.
And so it is.
It's love. It's love. Faith. That is the faith. Trust. That is the trust. That is the knowing. It's love. It's love. That is the prayer. That is the prayer. That is the light. That is the light. That is the knowing. That is the knowing. Have some love. 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 It's love. It's love. It's love. Faith. That is the faith. Trust. That is the trust. Knowing. That is the knowing. It's love. It's love. That is the prayer. That is the prayer. That is the light. That is the light. Knowing. That is the
Thank you, choir. Thank you, musicians. That was beautiful. And now it's time for our January affirmation. So if you have a program, please read along with me. Our friends on Zoom, you can read along with your mutes on. Okay, so aware of the depth of this spiritual teaching and the very powerful application of it in my life, I live in the most present way possible, knowing that the principles of science of mind support me in every moment in creating the life I want to live now. I know that the power of these principles are the core of who I am, and I use them consciously in living a life of happiness and joy, and so it is. Okay, so now it's time for the community greeting, but we're going to make this like super speed dating. It's like, hi, move on. Because we have the annual meeting and we have a hard stop. So greet each other in love very quickly.
And our reading today is once again from the Science of Mind textbook. And for those of you who may have your textbooks with you, or have them at home perhaps, it is page 60, the last two paragraphs. A new light is coming into the world. We are on the borderland of a new experience. The veil between spirit and matter is very thin. The invisible passes into visibility through our faith in it. A new science, a new religion, and a new philosophy are rapidly being developed. This is in line with the evolution of the great presence, and nothing can hinder its progress. It is useless, as well as foolish, to make any attempts to cover this principle, or to hold it as a vested right of any religion, sect, or order. The truth will out. The Spirit will make itself known. Happy are we if we see these things which, from the foundation of the human race, have been longed for by all aspiring souls. True thought deals directly with first cause, and this science is the study of first cause, spirit, or the truth, that invisible essence, that ultimate stuff and intelligence from which everything comes, the power back of creation, the thing itself.
A moment to let that all absorb itself into your soul. And the wind is talking for the very first time, with a melody that pulls you towards it, painting pictures of paradise. Sing, rise up to the light in the sky, yeah. Watch the light lift your heart up, burn your flame through the night. Whoa, spirit, watch the heavens open, yeah. Spirit, can you hear it calling, yeah. And the water's crashing, trying to keep your head up high, while you're trembling is when magic happens, painting pictures, stars up on your side, singing, rise up to the sky and the sky, yeah. Like the light in your heart up, burn your flame through the night. Whoa, spirit, watch the heavens open, yeah. Spirit, can you hear it calling, yeah. Your destiny is coming close, stand in the light. So go into that far-off land and be one with the great I am. I am, the great I am. And the wind is talking for the very first time, with a melody that pulls you towards it, painting pictures of paradise, saying, rise up to the light in the sky, watch the light lift your heart up, burn your flame through the night. Whoa, spirit, So go into that far-off land and be one with the great I am.
I hope it's time for me because I just got up and walked over here.
It's your time.
All right. Howdy.
Howdy.
Woo! 1/12 of the year gone by already. All right. So I do want to just, again, reaffirm the fact that we have our annual meeting after this. There's member packets in the back. You have an opportunity to look at them. We start at 12:15 sharp, okay? We'll kind of just rearrange up here so the Leadership Council will be able to give their reports and answer any questions. Please know, always, if you walk out here and go, oh, I wish I had asked this, call. You know, we're always accessible. This is a very transparent organization. You want to know something? We'll tell you. If we don't know, we'll just make it up. No, I didn't mean that. Because I know half of the board graduated from MSU.
Yeah.
We'll tell you what that is. So, yeah, I want to start today with a little story that Reverend Joel told me. You know, he went to the funeral of a friend, and the widow asked him if he would say a word, you know, at the wake. So he got up, he walked to the front, he said, plethora. And the widow said, that means a lot. And then he said the next one got up and said a word and said, earth. And the widow said, thank you. That means the world to me. And then the next one got up and said, totality. And again she said, thank you so much. That means everything. And then another one got up, this nice woman got up, went up there and she went, water hole. And the widow said, I know you meant well. And then finally Reverend Joel said, give me one more shot. I got another one. And he got up and he said, underestimate. And the widow said, Joel, you don't know how much that means to me. So anyway, I can't let Joel get away with all the jokes. You know, he's on there, he's listening now, he's writing that one down. I know he is. All right, so this is it. This is, you know, we've talked about it this whole month, right? And I've written about it in the articles. This is what it's all about right here today. And Ernest Holmes laid it out beautifully. The thing itself, tell you what it is, the way it works, how to use it, what it does, and then today, how to use it. That's what it's all about. That's it. It's the only reason we're here is how do we use this to lead a better life, a more joy-filled life. If we don't know how to use it, other than the fact that you're just so beautiful to hug and friendly and lovely and supportive, the community is great, but the teaching is why this community came together, and if we're not using it, what's the point? If our lives aren't getting any better, let's just go over to Ed and Desiree's house and eat some food. Because, you know, this, you know, and that's a great question, and I've run into that question with a number of people, and the question is simply this: how's that working for you? And it was interesting because I was at a party, I might have told you guys this before, but I was at a party with somebody, and And this gentleman's like, I don't believe in God. I don't believe in religion. There's no such thing as this God in the sky and this old man, white man with a beard. And, he was very into it. And I said, I agree with you. You don't agree with me? You don't know what I'm talking about. You don't know. And I go, okay. I said, so, can we believe there's an energy? There's no energy. There's no where. He's going on, and his significant other is sitting there. And I just looked at him and I said, how's that working for you? Well, it's working great. I said, well, if it's working so great, why are you so angry? I'm not angry! And the significant other looked and went, are you pretty angry? And that's the question. We can have all the beliefs, we can have everything we know, we can have all the theory involved, we can have it all. But how's it working for you today? How's it working for you right here in this moment, right now? And that's what this is all about. This is, and I want to look at this a little bit differently today. We know that we live in a world of yes, right? There's nothing but a yes, whatever it is. Excuse my nose. I've often referred to it, to you guys too, that basically God is a Toyota commercial. Sorry for you young people. You asked for it, you got it. God. Right? Whatever you ask for, there's just a yes. So you got to be really careful what you ask for and where your attention is. But just before I go into a little bit different approach on this, I do want to go back to the really basic theory on how to use it. You cannot not use it. You're using it right now. You're going to use it when you walk out the door. You used it before you came in here. You cannot not use it. Whatever you have in your mind, you're creating. Whatever it is that's processing right now, you're creating. We're created in God's image because God's creation. We're creators. That's all we do is create. So we need to be really conscious of that. So I'm going to read it. We do it every day, every year on this day, and you know what it is. It must and will respond to everyone because it is law, and law is no respecter of persons. We are surrounded by an intelligent force and substance from which all things come, the ultimate essence in the invisible and subjective world of all visible and objective forms and conditions. It is around us in its original state, ready and willing to take form through the impulse of our creative belief. It works for us by working through us. This law we did not create. This law we cannot change. We can use it correctly only as we understand and use it according to its nature. Here it comes. You ready for it? We commonly refer to this as the bottom of page 52. Hence it follows that if we believe that it will not work, it really works by appearing to not work. When we believe that it cannot and will not, then according to the principle, it does not. But when it does not, it still does. Only it does according to our belief that it will not. This is our own punishment through the law of cause and effect. And that is so true. Ernest Holmes also says, there is no law for you, but your own soul shall set it. Under the one great law of all life, turn to the light within. Believe in yourself. Have confidence in the high impulsions that come to you. Listen deeply to the divine nature, which forevermore imparts itself to you. Spirit is absolute, unlimited, and ever available. Spirit is right where you are. Spirit fills all space, flows through all form, creates everything, governs everything through love, controls everything through law, and expresses life and beauty in everything. Don't fight the opinions of others or waste your time arguing over things. Follow the inward gleam of your consciousness and you will arrive. That is from this thing called You with Ernest Holmes. But what I want to do is, we could start with a quote from Dr. King, since we celebrated that recently. And here's what I want to talk about. Dr. King said, I have a dream. Right? He gave the I have a dream speech. He didn't give the I have a plan speech. Right? And there's a huge difference there. And that's really important. Because life is not about what we can achieve. Life is about what we can become. And when you concentrate on becoming, you can achieve anything. So the achievement becomes a byproduct of what you become. Well, and what are you going to become? As much as you believe you will become. Ernest Holmes tells us that all the time. And that goes directly to how to use it. Whatever is there is going to demonstrate in your life. I know, my own life. I spent so much of my life trying to achieve things, and it didn't work. It didn't work until I became something. What the hell did I become? Right? You ever look in the mirror and ask that question? Who am I? What is that? I became my authentic self. And I've talked about this for a number of years. You will not achieve anything unless you come from that place of authenticity and being yourself. So, therein lies another problem. And I'll tell you, my whole life changed when that came true. And that I was able to then demonstrate and manifest things in my life that were going to work, that I wanted to have happen. So, and I had this conversation with somebody the other day, and she's a phenomenal baker. She just bakes these incredible things. And she wants to open up her own place. She knows the town, she knows everything. But she says, the building I want is not available. I said, no problem, make it available. She goes, what do you mean? I go, meditate, contemplate. Focus your attention, intention on it, detach from the outcome. I did that. When I wanted to open a spiritual center and a healing center, there was this perfect building. My girlfriend at the time said, come here, you got to get in the car. There's a building perfect for your business. Went down, it wasn't for rent. Went into spiritual practices. Set the intention. Meditated. Put all of it into that. A few weeks later, I get a call from a realtor. I got a building that just came up that might work for you. I said, what's the address? She says, 208 Lenox. I said, I'll take it. She said, do you want to see it? I said, no, it's the right building. Are you sure? Yeah, it's the right building. No problem. So, had I gone out and tried to effort my way into that building, I probably would not have done it. But by becoming, right, that voice of spirit, the intention of spirit, it creates itself in our lives. Here's the other part, and this is going to be a short talk today because we got a lot to do. But I want to talk about, when we talk about becoming, it gets a little bit more complicated. Because what we're talking about in becoming is the difference. The two issues that come up are growth and comparison. So if we take achieving out of there, and we say, well, how do I measure whether I've grown or not? How do I know? Well, we know that comparison is the thief of joy. We know that social media is all about comparison. Who's doing the same as jealousy? Who's doing better than me? Why are they having more fun? Why are they more successful? Very few of us ever stop and say, oh yeah, I don't know that they're more successful. There's just one little post about one little thing. I don't know what their life is like. Let me get some water. So, that's the outside comparison. And the outside comparison is deadly. You know, you can't compare yourself to other people. What about the inside comparison? What about comparing yourself to yourself? It's just as problematic, because now we talk about growth. How are we going to determine our growth if we don't compare ourselves to who we were yesterday or this morning? Involved in that is self-judgment. Well, I'm better than I was this morning. I'm worse than I was this morning. Am I making this difficult enough for you to figure this out? Because I'm basically giving you no way out here. You can't compare yourself to yourself. You can't compare yourself to somebody else. You have to base your becoming on being very present and how you feel right now. You don't have to feel better. You don't have to feel worse. Am I happy with where I am right now? Is this moment where I'd like to be? And that's it. Don't judge. Don't judge yourself. Just put yourself in that position of saying, how's this working for me? Right? That's it. That's where you need to be. Here's the other problem. And we got into this conversation after a men's group meeting the other day about story and what your story is. Some of you may have heard you're not your story. And the question came up, if you're not happy with your story, make up a new one. And I raised the question, why do I need a story? Do I need a story at all? Well, that takes us back to another bit of a conundrum. I don't need a story. I just need to be myself and who I am. I'm not going to be my story no matter which one I make up. I need to be my authentic self. That comes from that place deep inside, that sacred place deep inside, that is the I am place. The problem with a story and growth and comparison, excuse me, is that when we think about growth, we think about growth within our story. We're not looking at it and saying, I don't need a story. Our story comes from conditions. The whole point of the spiritual practices, the whole point of meditation is to transcend conditions so that we live from inside out, not outside in. But if I measure my growth from within my story, then my life doesn't shift. Just where I am in relationship to my story, in that comparison of where I was before, maybe it looks a little better, maybe it doesn't. So, getting out of the idea of growing from within your story is just to be you, authentically, in every moment. That's not a story. That's a way of being. And that way of being allows you to become whatever it is in the next moment that comes up for you to become. And this may sound a little bit confusing, but it's very freeing. Very, very freeing. Does anybody have any questions about this? Because we've got about 15 seconds for questions. All right. So, I would hope that what we do here gets summed up in this first month quite well in these 4 sections, they're not in the chapters, the 4 sections of the book that lead us up to how to use it. Because this is how you use it. You can't help but use it. So allow it basically to use you, for you to create you as you want to be very, very authentically. All right. Let's take it into treatment if there's no questions. So I know that deep down inside there is that place that we refer to as the God spark, that place of the I am, that is truly the source, that is truly the authentic self. And what I know right here, right now, is that I get out of the way. I move out of the world of conditions. I move out of being in any sort of a story, and I allow the expression of myself to come forth uninterrupted, unrestricted in any way. I know that from this place, becoming is easy and achieving is the effect. That's the cause deep inside of who I am. Whatever comes from that is the effect of it. And as I move moment to moment, I don't worry about the previous moment or the next moment, but I allow who I am to become to flow with an ease and a grace that allows me to have a joy-filled life, a happy life, a light life, a free life that is just my life. I know that in each and every moment that from Source, all is possible. And that place deep within me is where it comes through and comes out and expresses as me. I know this to be true. And with enormous gratitude, I release this idea, this thought, these words into that power and presence that we talk about, the love and the law. That doesn't need to say yes, because that's all it is yes. Please join me in saying, and so it is.
I want to say thank you for the way that I walk. Thank you for the way that I talk. Thank you
Abundance. We're going to do our abundance blessing, and then I'll have some announcements. So please repeat after me, and remember that we are grateful to you for giving where you are spiritually fed, because we know that giving and receiving are two sides of the same thing. I bless this gift that I give today. I give this gift from my heart, and I give it mindfully. May my gift go further to heal, prosper, and bless this center and all who enter. I accept all good that comes as a result of this flow, knowing that it returns to me multiplied abundantly, and so it is. So I have some opportunities. We will be in person and on Zoom next Sunday, February 2nd.
Groundhog Day.
Time's flying.
Groundhog, oh yeah?
It is Groundhog
Okay, oh, that poor groundhog. Our theme for February is radical interconnection. Oh, that sounds juicy. Our speaker will be John Heron. Oh, and spiritual. Clearly, I didn't read these in advance, and I just entertained myself. Wow. He's the spiritual director of CSL Princeton. His talk is Where Do We Live? All right. So Neil says large emphasis on this. You can still join. Principle is important. Homes, spiritual mastery. Okay, so I can speak to this because I'm in this class. I'll be very quick. It's wonderful. After the very first meeting, which was last Monday, I came away saying, like, why aren't we doing this class like all the time? It is just, it's amazing.
Yes.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Yes.
It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. So anyway, I can't say enough about it. Come and join us. You can still join us. You've only missed one session. So Spiritual Mastery with Reverend Dr. Michelle, a class that inspires spiritual mastery the way Ernest Holmes shows us. So it's a Ernest Holmes, extravaganza. So come on, join us. CSL annual meeting is today, right after celebration. If you are on Zoom, just please stay tuned in. You received a packet of information by email, and you need to vote to accept the minutes from last year's meeting and the financial reports for 2024. Would you like to serve more? If you would like to serve in a leadership position within CSL NJ, we would love to talk to you about it. January is the time for our annual meeting and to accept new leadership council members. If you are interested, speak with one of our leadership council members, Edna, Joe, Ty, Andy, or Reverend Neil. It's a little late to send an email because today's the meeting, but
Never too late.
it's never too late. It's late to send an email, but I mean, if you're here, but here's the thing, you don't have to serve on the leadership council to serve or lead. We are a family, a community of people. We are looking to get more people involved. There are many ways you can serve your community without being officially on the board. So you can talk to one of those people that I mentioned. You can donate to support those affected by the Southern California fires. Don't read this. Okay. That is that. We have a song.
That was brilliant.
All right. We're wrapping this up kind of fast. All right. And again, you're invited to get up and let your body receive this music. Here we go. We're going to rock this. And this way. That way. This way. This way. Here we go. Here we go. I am not forgotten. I am not forgotten. I am not forgotten. God knows my name. I am not forgotten. I am not forgotten. I am not forgotten. God
At the Center for Spiritual Living North Jersey, we believe in empowering individuals to discover their inner strength and their connection to divine life. Through our supportive community, transformative workshops, and uplifting services, we provide a safe space for personal growth and spiritual exploration. Whether you're seeking clarity, healing, or a deeper understanding of life's mysteries, our center offers practical tools and timeless wisdom to help you thrive. Join us in creating a more diverse, compassionate, and kind world. Your world, the way you want to create it.